the Rock Metal Podcast, episode 170 with FireBug. Rock Metal Nation, what is up? This is John from the Rock Metal Podcast. That sample you just heard was Follower by FireBug, who I've got on the show with me right now. They've got a new album out called Wandering Soul, which released via Spectre Records. And right now I'm being joined by members of the band to share some stories about the music and share more info about what they've got going on. So guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us, John.
Rock on, John. Thank you.
Absolutely great to have you guys on. Let's go and listen back to that track, Follower. Now, definitely dig the track. What's the story or inspiration behind Follower?
I suppose you could say it was written with a bit of sarcasm, about how I or we don't want to be a follower or followers. We don't. It's about it was inspired largely by just like our soundbite culture. Not that everything is a soundbite, but like a lot of our news has become that, and a lot of times it's difficult to get down to the truth of a story or an issue without getting beyond the soundbites. But most people don't do that, so like they just kind of people just kind of. Oh, no, that's not what I was trying to say. It's difficult. I mean, it's difficult to not just take things at face value without digging deeper. I guess is sort of what the song is inspired by, and it's about wanting to dig deeper to get to the truth of things.
So, kind of quasi-cynical about the, I guess, the soundbite nature of CNN.com or CNN.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's not directed towards any
Right.
directly.
It's just.
I think it's just a call, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a wake up call. I think the song, in the sense where it's, people can. I think a lot of people can relate, because of just how things are in our world now. So it's just it's not too deep of a tune. I wouldn't say. I'd say it's more kind of to the point, and just in a quick 3-minute rocker. Kind of just drives the message home, I guess, to those
it wasn't meant
that
to
like
be
the song.
It wasn't meant to be overly intellectual or anything. It's just kind of, like Joel said, to the point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I interpret it.
Very cool. All right. So for Rock Metal Nation who dug the track Follower, if you go ahead and go to today's show notes, that's www.therockmetalpodcast.ca. Here's a bonus. You can go and see the music video for Follower. So guys, go ahead and take us through the production of the music video.
Yeah. So when we first moved up here, which was about 8 months ago, we went to this place that we perform at occasionally called Lander's Brew, which is a little bit of a way, about 15 miles out in the middle of nowhere. Everything's out in the middle of nowhere over here. It's a little bar out there. And we met this guy named Joe Barrett, who's a retired videographer from Los Angeles. And he's made a few videos for other artists up here. And he said he wanted to make a music video for us. And he owns some property in this area called Wonder Valley, which is probably like 40 miles from here east. It's like out in the everything's out in the middle of the desert. So he's got this.
No, it's just east of the Marine base.
Yeah. So basically, he wanted to make this video, and he put a crew together, and we went out there and we just started filming, and we also used it. We did some green screen with our band at this other place, and that was kind of funny because the green screen was really narrow. So when you watch a video, we're all kind of like crammed together with the scenery behind us, which is it's kind of a little fun element in the video.
Cool. Let's go listen to the next track, Sinner. Rock Metal Nation, it's John from the Rock Metal Podcast for a real quick break to let you know that Jay over at Metal Mayhem Radio is looking to help you get your band in rotation on his station. So go ahead and hit up Jay at studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. That is studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. Just go ahead and say that the Rock Metal Podcast sent you. He'll get you into rotation on Metal Mayhem Radio. All right, coming back from Sinner, a very bluesy track from FireBug. Not that Follower isn't bluesy by any means, but I think bluesier in Sinner.
Yeah, absolutely.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Thanks for noticing that. It was when it was written. That's exactly what I was channeling. You know what I mean? We were living in New Orleans still, and I was thinking old, like Delta, Mississippi, like heavy, like soulful blues, and with the band, obviously it's heavier, so it morphed into this full-on rock thing. But yeah, basically it is really a blues sound.
Yeah,
fabulous. Now, for Rock Metal Nation who dug the two tracks, Follower and Sinner, they're going to be very excited to know that there is a full album called Wandering Soul out, released via Spectra Records. So, guys, go ahead and tell us about Wandering Soul. When we go to pick it up, what should we expect?
You want to take the lead on that?
It's definitely like it's our first record that we've released on a record label. Because right before we moved out here, we were signed to Spectra Records, so they released the record, and I guess with that, it kind of has a certain, like it shows that we've moved to a different level. I think with this record, and I also think that when people listen to it, they hear the progress we've made from where we were at.
For people who already know who we are, but for people who don't know who we are. I don't know. I mean, gosh, you put us on the spot.
Silly how interviews can do that, eh?
Yeah, you're so Canadian. Can you say that again? I mean, I think they can expect a little bit of a variety, not too much of a variety where one song doesn't fit with the next on the same record, but there's some more straightforward rockers on there, but then they're,
like Follower.
Yeah, and there's some more. There are some songs that are more heavily, geared towards blues, like Sinner. There are some songs that are a little bit more, arty. Depending on who you ask, some people might not think so, but a little bit more, psychedelic
or prog influence.
We have a little bit of that in there too.
Like Further from June. That's one of the songs off of there. It's kind of a little bit more, has that prog element in there a little bit.
Cool. Now, the next logical question for Rock Metal Nation's mind is, how can they find out more about you? Is there a website that they should go to?
Yes, firebugmusic.com, FireBug music.com. Obviously, we're on all the social media.
Firebug Music's a tag. So, Facebook, Firebug Music, Instagram, Firebug Music, Twitter. It's all the same tag with the music.
All right. Well, unless there's anything else you guys wanted to say, I just wanted to thank you for taking time out of your day for coming on to the Rock Metal Podcast and sharing FireBug with Rock Metal Nation.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Glad you dig our sound, and congrats on your show. Good luck with everything.
And enjoy the great weather up north.
Yeah.
All right, Rock Metal Nation. Hopefully just found your new favorite band in FireBug. Big thanks again to them for coming on and sharing their music with us. Make sure to head over to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca to get all the information on the show you just heard today. And until then, rock on, Rock Metal Nation.